Look at this beautiful pork. So today I want to teach you how to do a muscle up, bar muscle up specifically. So I have my pull-up bar right here, and we're going to go over the fundamentals, the strength required, and the technique. I'll try to make it as simple as possible. A lot of people ask me when I train calisthenics, how do you do a bar muscle up? Step one is being able to do 10 clean form pull-ups. You may be wondering, how do I know when I'm ready to attempt to do a bar muscle up? Ask yourself this: can I do 10 clean pull-ups all the way down, chin all the way up? If you can't, I would focus on being able to do 10 pull-ups before attempting a bar muscle up. That's the minimum. Also, if you do dirty pull-ups, which means you don't go all the way down, nothing wrong with that. However, you need to do more pull-ups. Around 15 should be your target goal before attempting a bar muscle up, because you're not going all the way down. But if you can do 15 dirty form pull-ups, you can probably do 10 clean form pull-ups. And you know what dirty looks like, right? Like your arms are still bent. I love doing dirty form pull-ups, and I love doing clean form pull-ups. Now next, when you're doing these 10 clean pull-ups, you want to make sure you're using speed. Speed equals power, and power allows you to be explosive. The bar muscle up is a very explosive movement. You're going from below the bar to above the bar with very little swing. It's a very explosive movement, so your pull-ups should be fast. If you can only do 10 pull-ups, you may not be able to do all 10 reps clean and fast, and that's okay if 10 is your max. If your max pull-ups is like 20, then you probably don't need this video, because you have the strength required to probably just force yourself over that bar. But if your max is 10 and now you're ready to try the bar muscle up, well, you should try to focus on the beginning reps as fast as possible. There's no bodybuilder form, there's no time under tension here. You just want to grab that bar and rip as hard as you can, from a straight dead hang to chin over the bar, right? So that's the first step. Step number 2, chest to bar pull-ups. So here's what a chest to bar pull-up looks like. You're literally putting your chest to the bar. So again, cool thing, there is no technique required. It's very simple. The same position you do your pull-ups in, nothing changes. Actually, I lied. If you do really wide pull-ups, then for chest to bar pull-ups, you can still do them wide, but I would recommend doing the muscle up grip. Even though a muscle up can be done wide or super narrow, it's usually done at shoulder width length, right? So here's your shoulders, you just go straight up. This is the most powerful position for a bar muscle up. Not over here, not here, not here, not here, but here. You can do them here, you can do them here, but the best place for you to do it is just shoulder width apart. And that's the same place where you would do your chest to bar pull-ups with the most range of motion. You grab the bar and you do a pull-up, but you're just exploding. And as you explode and you get strong enough, you'll notice you can maybe do 1 chest to bar pull-up, right? If you can do 10 pull-ups, you might be able to do 1 chest to bar pull-up, where you pull, and you don't have to do anything, just pull. Just pull straight up. And now your chest may not touch the bar, but if your chest is bar level, then that's a chest to bar pull-up, you know. You got your chest to the level of the bar. Now what you can do is you do a pull-up, right, to your chest, and then you can pull in a little bit, boom, and touch it. Not complicated whatsoever. There's very little technique. It's all pulling, right? You don't have to swing or nothing. You're under the bar, you start pulling, you're at chest level, and you touch it. You touch the bar, boom, just like that. So that's what a chest to bar pull-up looks like. Really, if you can do like 5, that's great. Now you're ready to attempt the muscle up. Very simple. So we did 10 clean form pull-ups or 15 dirty form pull-ups, and then you did 5 chest to bar pull-ups, making sure you could train explosiveness, getting the height required in this pulling movement to do the muscle up, to get over the bar. That's why the chest to bar pull-up is so fundamental and important. That test to make sure you have the right strength to get high enough on the bar. And now we're gonna practice the next part 3, the swing. So a bar muscle up doesn't require swing. If you're crazy strong, you can do a bar muscle up without any swing. You could just pull yourself straight up. But for most of us, and the way a bar muscle up is done, because that would be a no swing muscle up, there's like a flow to it, just like pull-ups. There's like a flow, right? You go down, you go up, you go down, you go up. The bar muscle up, you can just go straight up and down, but it usually has like a little bit of a curve. This is the technical part. There's nothing too crazy. So to learn the technical part of the bar muscle up, we're going to practice swinging. It's very simple. Once you have the 10 clean form pull-ups, the 5 chest to bar pull-ups down, now you're able to try the swing. Again, grab the bar, shoulder width apart, not wide, not narrow, shoulder width apart, and then you're going to swing. Just swing on the bar. Get a feel, because when you're doing pull-ups, you're not swinging, right? Your body may be like kicking and stuff like that, but there's really no swing. Get a feel for the swing. When I was first learning the bar muscle up, it felt weird and the timing felt so weird. I didn't understand. All this means is you just need repetition, and practicing the muscle up in clean form is the best idea, so you understand what it should look like. Developing the strength through dirty reps and everything is fine, but the goal is to be able to do a clean muscle up. So the more you practice clean reps, the better. If you're tired, you can't do clean anymore, going to dirty reps is totally fine. So you're gonna swing on the bar, right? You're on the bar, and if you don't jump to the bar from back here, you're just gonna be straight. There's gonna be no swing unless you use your legs. If you start behind the bar and then you jump to the bar, well, now you have momentum because you're coming at the bar at an angle. So now you're gonna swing. You'll be swinging on the bar. You go forward, you go back. Just feel the swing. This might hurt your hands a little bit depending on the bar. In New York, there's a lot of rusty bars and it definitely hurts your hands. So that's why I recommend using tape. Tape up the bar so that can help with the swinging. Or you can use gloves, whichever one suits your needs. So swinging on the bar and when to pull. So you swing on the bar. The proper way to do this is you jump on the bar, right? Or you can use something which I prefer, which is using a step stool or a little box. So I don't like jumping to the muscle up. I don't like jumping up to the bar for the muscle up because you have momentum, right? And you can never get the momentum the same. But with a box, you can control how much swing you put into each muscle up attempt. Now, so I recommend using a box, but if you don't have a box, all you have is a bar, then you have to jump. And also you can make sure your hand placement is the same each time you do the muscle up. So you jump up to the bar or use a box. And now core engagement. This is the next part. Making sure your core is engaged. So a muscle up should be like a straight line, right? Of course you can do like a little bit of an arch, right? Where you're a little bit like this, like that, right? But a muscle up should be like your core, you're squeezing your core. This will allow your body to be straight, right? If your core is loose and you're just using your arms, you may have more of a like little bridge happening, right? Instead of being straight, your belly will go out, which is fine, right? You can still do a bunch of reps like this. There's a little bit more room for your back to go like that, so that when you're on the bar and you do that, right, that motion, that helps you. It's like a little bit of kick. It's like using your legs, right? It's totally fine if you're learning, but if you squeeze your core, if you use a box, you're on the bar, right? And then before you go forward, you squeeze your core. Well, now you're swinging, but you're swinging controlled. And this will allow you to really have that clean line that you're aiming for when it comes to doing a muscle up. However, keep in mind, when you're doing a muscle up, you won't be able to do a clean muscle up. So don't worry about that. That's the goal, right? You're gonna do a chicken wing muscle up. You're going to use your legs however you can to get up the bar. Kicking, you'll probably grab the bar a little bit too wide, a little bit too narrow. All of that is totally fine because you're learning. The more repetitions you do, the better you will get and the more strength you will have to play with so you can get cleaner form reps. But now you know a bar muscle up should be in a straight line with a minimal swing. And if you use no swing whatsoever, that's just a dead stop muscle up where there's no swing. But for most people, and the way it's supposed to be, is just minimal swing with control, and that's your bar muscle up. So follow those steps and you should be able to get your bar muscle up in no time, especially after you can do 10 bodyweight pull-ups and 5 chest to bar pull-ups.